Direct News TV. February 17, 2024. Alexey Navalny's team confirms his death and calls for the body to be returned. The death of Russian opposition leader Alexey Navalny has been confirmed by his team, with his spokesperson saying the Kremlin critic was murdered. Navalny died at 2:17 p.m., 9:17 Greenwich Mean Time, on February 16, according to the notice given to his mother. Spokesperson Kira Yarmysh wrote on X on Saturday in the first confirmation from his allies. Yarmysh cited an employee of the Polar Wolf Arctic Penal Colony where the 47-year-old was serving a 19-year sentence as saying investigators from Russia's investigative committee picked up his body and was now in the town of Salekard. "We demand that Alexey Navalny's body be handed over to his family immediately," she said. "The town is near the prison complex where the investigators were conducting research," Yarmysh said. In a subsequent update, Yarmysh said Navalny's lawyer had been informed that the cause of death had not yet been determined. A second examination of Navalny's body has been made and the results, allegedly, will be available next week. Yarmysh posted on X, "It's obvious that they are lying and doing everything they can to avoid handing over the body." Ivan Zhdanov, the director of Navalny's Anti-Corruption Foundation, wrote on X that Navalny's mother had been told by prison officials that her son had perished due to sudden death syndrome when she arrived at his former penal colony Saturday with one of Navalny's lawyers. The lawyer and Navalny's mother, Lyudmila Navalnaya, went to the local morgue in Salekard on Saturday. Still, it was closed and Navalny's body was not where prison authorities said it was being kept, his spokesperson added. In an update, Yarmysh said that the authorities will not hand over Navalny's body to his relatives until the investigation is completed. She added, "Only an hour ago, the lawyers were informed that the investigation had been concluded and something criminal had not been established. They literally lie every time, driving us around in circles and covering their tracks," she wrote. Russian authorities said on Friday that Navalny fell unconscious and died after a walk in the penal colony in Karp, about 1,900 kilometers, 1,200 miles, northeast of Moscow. His death, less than a month before an election that will give Putin another 6 years in power, has removed Putin of his greatest political foe who organized mass anti-Kremlin protests and crusade against corruption. His legacy won't die. Yarmysh said in an interview that Navalny's vision for change in Russia will be kept alive by his team. "We lost our leader, but we didn't lose our ideas and our beliefs," Yarmysh told Reuters via Zoom, speaking from an undisclosed location. Yarmysh, who had worked with Navalny for over a decade, said he represented hope that Russia would be a proper democratic country with fair elections, with an independent court, with free press, peaceful and wealthy country. "Of course, everyone is devastated," she said. "Alexey was a person who resembled all these ideas and who was fighting for them. So, I'm sure that his legacy won't die with him, and people will return to these ideas." She said the team holds Putin responsible for what she called Navalny's murder. She did not provide evidence for this but pointed to an incident in 2020 when Navalny survived what Western doctors said was a nerve agent poisoning attempt on his life. Putin denied at the time that the Russian state had tried to kill Navalny, saying it would have finished the job if it had really wanted to eliminate him. "We knew that there was a risk, Alexey knew it as well. And yesterday they murdered him as they planned to do it 3 years ago," Yarmysh said. She called on Western leaders to put as much pressure on Putin as possible to seek justice in response to Navalny's death and to not negotiate with Putin. Russian police detained more than 170 people across the country at memorials and rallies on Friday and Saturday that were held to honor Navalny, according to the OVD-Info protest monitoring group, which said 99 people were taken into custody in St. Petersburg alone. Strict anti-dissident laws ban protests in Russia, and pro-Navalny rallies have been particularly hit by authorities in the past. World leaders have condemned the death of Russian President Vladimir Putin's fierce critic. United States President Joe Biden has said Putin is responsible for Navalny's death, while European Council President Charles Michel has said the European Union holds the Russian regime for sole responsible for this tragic death. My name is Kingsley. Please like, share, subscribe and hit that notification bell so you can be the first to be notified whenever we post. You won't regret it.